Hi there, you're watching Market Glance, an overview of the top stories which may affect your trades, as reported by Investing.com, brought to you by Dukascopy TV. The dollar remained mixed in Asia Monday following housing data from China, and with events in Russia, Ukraine at the weekend still the market focus. On Friday, Ukraine said it destroyed armoured vehicles that had been seen entering the country from Russia. The news helped fellow safe haven favourites, the yen and Swiss franc, gain against the dollar last week. Euro-dollar traded at 133.98, down 0.02%, while dollar-yen held at 102.29. Dollar Swissy changed hands at 0.9027 and Aussie dollar US dollar traded flat at 0.9320. Today, Germany's Bundesbank is to publish its monthly report, Canada is to release data on foreign securities purchases, the US is also to produce private sector data on the housing market. The stock markets were also searching for indication in early trade on Monday, with earnings regionally in focus. The Nikkei 225 was flat after Japanese stocks performed the best in the region last week. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index was down 0.2% following that weak Chinese data. Elsewhere, Australia's S&P ASX 200 was unchanged, with Automotive Holdings Group Limited down 0.3% on expectations the company's refrigerator logistics business could prove a drag on near-term earnings. Last week, US stocks finished mixed after the fresh flare-up in the Russia-Ukraine conflict spooked investors, though bottom fishing took equities indices off earlier lows. The Dow 30 fell 0.30%, the S&P 500 index fell 0.01%, while the Nasdaq Composite Index rose 0.27%. Commodities now and gold prices fell in Asia on Monday, with talks on resolving tensions between Russia and the Ukraine seen as possibly diffusing a wider crisis. At the weekend, Germany's top diplomat brought together his Russian, Ukrainian and French counterparts to attempt to make steps toward making a ceasefire possible in eastern Ukraine. On the COMEX division of the New York Mercantile Exchange, gold for December delivery traded at $1,303.70 a troy ounce, down 0.19%. Gold traders will be paying close attention to the minutes of the Fed's July policy meeting, due to be published on Wednesday, for further clues about the timing of future interest rate hikes. Viewers, keep watching for a full rundown of what to keep an eye out for. So ahead of the coming week, Investing.com has compiled a list of these and other significant events likely to affect the markets. For Euro-dollar traders, there is a lot to take in. Starting today, as mentioned earlier, Germany's Bundesbank is to publish its monthly report. The US will also produce private sector data on the housing market. On Wednesday, the Federal Reserve is to publish the minutes of its latest policy meeting. On Thursday, the Eurozone is to publish preliminary data on private sector activity, while Germany and France are also to publish data on private sector growth. And the week will be rounded off by Fed Chair Janet Yellen and ECB President Mario Draghi, who are both to speak at the second day of the annual Economic Symposium in the Jackson Hole. Well, that's all for this week's Market Glance, as reported by Investing.com and brought to you now by Dukascopy TV. Thanks for watching and see you next week.